China has had many infrastructure development projects in Africa, but how has the impact been? Earlier, I spoke to Itumeleng Makhetla, a political analyst based in Johannesburg. Here's what he had to say.
China's engagement in Africa in the recent years has really increased to such a level that in contemporary terms, let's compare, let's say, the $5 billion that China invested in Africa in 2006 compared to the $60 billion that we saw coming in 2015, for instance. That is a substantial amount of contribution in terms of funds. China has been a very important partner in terms of securing alternatives from traditional players for Africa. So the contribution of China engagement in Africa has been in the increase in the past decades or so. There is an array of things that we can see that China has brought to Africa. I mean, if we go as far as, let's say, the building of the Tazara railroad project in 1975 that links Zambia and Tanzania to current day situation, we will find that China has been able to bring concrete development project in terms of bridges, in terms of schools, in terms of hydropower, hydroelectric, clean energy production into Africa, medication for alleviation of some deadly diseases, and of course the security that China has also been playing a critical role in the recent years on the African continent. In an environment where the world is increasingly changing and is becoming more and more unpredictable, with the Europe that is facing its own challenges, that looks like the democracy is in crisis mode. The Americas, the USA being a little bit more retracting into itself, closing it down. Africa and China needs to be sensitive to the swiftly changing international occurrences of the world, how the pecking order of the world is changing, and going with the trends and really just learning from their own experiences in terms of what the blockages and points of misunderstanding have been in this relationship. Even as far as 1955, during the inception of this particular relationship. So I think a lot can be still improved, and there is still a long way. There is still a large margin for learning.